Rich versus middle class. Habits that set them apart. It's not just the size of your bank account that sets people apart. The true difference between the rich and the middle class runs much deeper. It's rooted in mindset, in daily habits, in the subtle choices made every single day. Wealth, in its truest sense, is built long before the money arrives. Today, let's break down 5 key habits that truly set the rich apart from the middle class. Habits that anyone can adopt to elevate their own life and future. The first habit is how they think about money. For many in the middle class, money is something to be earned and spent. It's a reward for hard work, exchanged for comfort, convenience, and the pleasures of the present. Paychecks are often earmarked for bills, shopping, and maybe a little fun. Whatever's left goes into a savings account. The focus is on security. Save for a rainy day, put aside just enough, and avoid unnecessary risk. But the rich see money differently. To them, money is a tool, a seed meant to be planted, not consumed. Instead of focusing on how much they can save, they focus on how they can make their money grow. Their mindset is about multiplication. Every dollar is an employee, sent out to work relentlessly through investments, businesses, or the acquisition of new skills. They seek assets that generate passive income, stocks, real estate, side ventures, turning their earnings into streams of wealth that grow over time. The rich understand that true security comes not from saving more, but from making money work harder than they ever could. Habit number 2 is how they manage time. The middle class often find themselves caught in the endless loop of trading time for money. A job pays by the hour, and more hours mean more money. But only up to a point. Life becomes a balancing act of busy routines, packed calendars, and constant hustle. There's rarely enough time to step back and strategize, to think about bigger moves. The rich, on the other hand, buy time by building systems. They hire, delegate, and automate wherever possible, freeing themselves from tasks that don't demand their unique skills. They seek leverage, making a single decision or creating a system that pays dividends for years. Their schedules are structured for maximum impact, with time carved out for high-level thinking, networking, and planning. They understand that effort alone has limits, but leverage creates exponential returns. For the wealthy, time is their most valuable asset, and they guard it fiercely. The third habit is a relentless commitment to learning and growth. For many in the middle class, formal education marks the end of serious learning. After school ends, so does the pursuit of knowledge. Evenings are spent on entertainment or passive consumption, watching TV, scrolling through social media, relaxing after a long day. The rich, however, never stop learning. To them, growth is a lifelong habit, not a phase. They read books, attend seminars, take online courses, and seek out mentors. They immerse themselves in environments that challenge their thinking and expand their worldview. They know that the fastest way to grow wealth is to grow themselves first. Surrounding themselves with smarter people, they absorb new ideas and adapt quickly to change. For the rich, every day is an opportunity to get better, smarter, and more capable. Next comes the habit of how they view risk versus security. The middle class often prioritize stability. A secure job, a steady paycheck, and predictable outcomes are highly valued. Risk is something to be avoided because failure can mean setback, embarrassment, or loss. The comfort of the known outweighs the uncertainty of the unknown. But the rich view risk as a necessary ingredient for reward. They understand that every great opportunity carries some element of uncertainty. Rather than fearing failure, they embrace it as a teacher. Each misstep is a lesson, each setback a stepping stone toward greater success. They diversify their risks, spreading investments across different ventures and industries, but they never let the fear of loss keep them from acting. For the rich, calculated risk is the price of entry for anything worthwhile. Finally, consider the habit of who they spend time with. The middle class often seek comfort in familiar circles. Friends, family, colleagues who share similar backgrounds and values. Social time is about relaxation and fitting in, not necessarily about growth or challenge. The rich, in contrast, are intentional about their relationships. They value connections with high performers, industry leaders, and mentors who can push them to new heights. They proactively seek out networks and events where they can learn, collaborate, and spot new opportunities. They understand that your circle shapes your ceiling. Surrounding yourself with ambitious, successful people raises your own standards and expectations. Relationships become a form of capital, opening doors that money alone cannot. All these habits come down to one fundamental truth. Being rich isn't just about having more money. It's about thinking differently. It's about adopting a mindset of abundance, growth, and possibility. It's about making daily choices that compound over time, leading not just to financial wealth, but to a richer, more fulfilling life. Change your habits, and you'll change your future. Each small shift in how you think, act, and relate to others brings you closer to the life you want. Success is built on the foundation of daily discipline, continuous learning, and the courage to embrace new challenges. Remember, wealth is not reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to change their mindset and habits. Start small, stay consistent, and watch as your life transforms. This is Success in 7 Minutes. For more weekly lessons that sharpen your mindset and help you build the future you deserve, subscribe and join our community of ambitious achievers. Your journey to success begins with a single habit. Start today.